Hey guys, how are you? If you are online, let me know below in the chat if you are there. Today I would like to talk about productivity, especially during the pandemic time. So, because it affects me as well, and I think it's the most important topic during the pandemic time. And of course you could as well learn from me how to increase your productivity. For us, for coaches, the productivity is the most important. Creativity and leadership, so all these three elements, so we have to take in account, because through all these three elements, so we are creating consistency and leadership. I noticed that the last time I'm productive because I have to do a lot of things, and starting with every single morning, like that I have to work so at my coaching books. I have to work at my digital marketing, so because I have experience as well in digital marketing, and for example to optimize the functionality of my website for Google search engine. And first of all, what I'm doing, because it depends, your productivity depends as well on the fact how do you manage your time. And so the fact how you are managing your time depends as well so your productivity and your daily routine. So my question to you is, what is your daily routine? So how do you start your day? You can make as well a list every single day with the things that you have to do. There are days when I feel less productive, and then what I'm doing, I take a day off or two as well. So, and just to go out with my friends, and then we talk so about personal things. We analyze as well our behavior, our personal life, and how to increase so the quality of, or how to improve the quality of our life. Fortunately, so I have amazing friends whom I can discuss about this kind of things. And another tip to improve so your productivity are the affirmations. For example, that you can say, I'm worth so to get a better life, I'm worth to be happy, to have a beautiful relationship, I'm worth so to earn much more money. Or you can as well so to use every single morning what I'm doing as well every single day to just to keep at the same level my productivity. But that's the most difficult for all the human beings. I'm listening to the quiet music. I call this kind of music soul music, so that you can be in balance with yourself, or to create balance with yourself. So in your inner and in your mind as well. These are tips that I'm using so for myself. But if you have as well tips, just let me know below in the chat, please, in the comments. What kind of tips do you have to increase your productivity? What do you do to be much more productive than usually? What I'm used as well to do is, if I don't feel good, for example, and if I'm not productive, then I'm going outside for a walk, just for half hour or for 1 hour. It's happening as well that sometimes I cannot concentrate. Then it doesn't make sense if I lose my time just trying to concentrate myself just to create something. I experience the days as well, and what I'm doing when I get inspired, or when I have a good concentration potential, because so I have a potential, but when I have a good concentration, I'm trying just to work as much possible, because I'm a very creative person. Yeah, I have done a special test just to check out what kind of person I am, and I have 50% of creativity, and I have as well 50% as well of leadership. And it's these two elements are very exclusive qualities. Why? Because not all the people have these two skills at the same time. So to having and the leadership qualities, but as well the creativity, because so when you combine these two skills together, the creativity with the leadership, at one certain moment, so it will exploding like a bomb, so into abundance. So, and that's very beautiful. But at the same time, you have to work a lot at these two skills, creativity, leadership, to be productive, to create the life of your dreams, of course, and to improve as well the quality of your life. So it doesn't matter what you are doing. It could as well that you want to improve the quality of your relationship with your partner, but you have to be very open-minded, flexible in the communication as well, so towards your partner, and to ask question what's important so for your partner, and what makes happy your partner. And that's the way how you can improve so the quality of your relationship. What you have to realize is the fact that when you are doing things for your partner, it's for yourself too at the same time, because that's your happiness. So it's not only the happiness for your partner, but for yourself too. And that's what so a lot of people, they are not aware of this fact. And or if you have a very strange ego, just set it aside and try to focus to accomplish your goal, to be happy, because ego is an obstacle which will keep you back from being happy. If you will focus yourself so on principles and not on commitments, so you will never be happy. Remember it. I will repeat it again. If you will focus yourself on principles and not on commitments with your partner, so it means that you will get difficulties, because if you will prioritize your principles and you don't want to make commitments so with your partner, so then you take the wrong way. And this is a tip as well about productivity, because productivity you can use as well the productivity of your relationship just to grow up together. Because when you make commitments together with your partner, so it means that you grow up together, so you are creating something together, and that's as well so about leadership. And that's awareness. That's what you have to understand, that ego and principles are not always positive, especially the men's. I understand as well. So the position of a man, because so they are stronger than we women's, and so they want to having a strong position. That's not wrong, but you have to pay attention to don't hurt your partner. And if you will pay attention so at these things, then you will be productive, and you will create happiness. Yeah, so this is a tip for relationships. But let's now switch so to the financial part, or to the work. I can so in this group we have members from all over the world. So I don't know how many countries are here, from how many countries are people in this group, but anyway, there is people from literally from all over the world. Yeah, and if there is people who want to de-link or to switch their offline business to an online business, I think that these tips so are for you as well, or if you are online service provider, or a coach or a mentor, or if you are providing consultancy, so then of course you could use it too, but not only. So I'm gonna talk in generally so about productivity on the field of work, so that you can improve your productivity in your work. What I'm doing, I'm using so the goal setting a time management matrix. So I'm creating many coaching programs. I want to share this as well. Probably you know. If you don't know, then you so are acknowledged now with the time management matrix. And I'm using so the time management matrix just to prioritize the things in my work as well. So it's just pay close attention, because this is a very important point that truly so could help you. I wasn't aware of this fact, but I'm someone who wants really a lot. So one thing that I undermined, I create so a lot of things, but what I undermined, I didn't so taken in the account that it's too much at once, and so that I have to make an action plan to don't lose a lot of energy, and to be still productive, but as well to be able to accomplish step by step all my goals during 1 year. Yeah, and I know that it's not so easy at all when it comes so to be productive and to accomplish all your goals step by step. So that's why I recommend to you to make an action plan for your goals. I have had about goals another time, but anyway, this is a excellent tip for you that you could use. For example, if you have one goal, and that's the way how you can keep your productivity on the same level. Yeah, because when you set goals up, then you keep your productivity at the same level, because you know and you keep in your mind that you have 1, 2, or 3 goals, and that you have to do that. The next step is to set a deadline, because if you don't do that, so you will replace it every single time. You will think, okay, I have still time, I will do it tomorrow, over tomorrow, and go so on. Yeah, That's why I recommend to set deadlines. And when you set deadlines for your own goal, then you will take in consideration, okay, I have so much time to accomplish my goal. Yeah. So this is in the field of work. Remember that. Yeah. And that's the way how I'm doing. And that's why I'm interviewing a lot of people as well. So if you want to be interviewed, just let me know below in the chat, please. Because so I'm inviting people for an interview. And why? Because so we talk about these kind of things. Leadership, mindset, productivity, how to create as well your dream life, or how to switch your offline business to an online business, how to create your business model as well, and how to be always productive, because that's the most difficult what the people so are facing. This is like a kind of confrontation for many people, to be always productive, because you know it's a question of consistency every single day. So it means it doesn't matter what you are doing during the day, but this is a principle that I have. Even if during the day I'm busy with something also, then at the end of the day I keep my work time to accomplish what I have to do so on that day. And this is another type just to be productive. For example, today I have been so to the dentist, and then one friend of mine she proposed to me to go out for a cup of coffee, because we didn't saw each other for a long time. It's more than 2 months, I think, like this. Yeah. Because I'm a workaholic, and I always keep my focus so on my work. I didn't make time, so free time for my friends to go out. And then I thought, okay, then I can use this time to go out, and at the end of the day I will keep my focus so to finish my work which I planned for today. And this is another tip to be always productive. Yeah. If you have another tips about productivity, just let me know below in the comments, please. And for example, yeah, because my daughter is already adult, she's already 20, so then she's very, very independent, and then she's doing her own things, and I'm doing as well, so my own stuff and everything. So what I have planned, it gives me so more space to be focused on my own work. And for example, today I planned to do this live streaming, and then so I want to work at one of my coaching books, and then I want as well so to record 1 or 2 videos if I will have time till midnight, because so another tip so for productivity is that you have to give to yourself this space, the time. So how much time do you need, or how many hours do you need to accomplish your work for one day? Another good type, so in my opinion, is to divide your day in sections, like I'm doing. For example, I divided so the first part of the day that I went to the standards, so, and then I have been for 2 hours for my friend out for a cup of coffee, and then the rest so of the day then I will spend so for my work, and so that's the way how I'm keeping so my productivity on the same level, and so it helps you as well to create consistency every single day, because that's the most difficult what many people are finding to be consistent, because it's hard for people who don't know how to use their time to create consistency. Because if you are not used every single day to be consistent, to do the things that are important to do to accomplish your dream, then it's very hard. And so what I recommend is to develop the skills of the leadership, and as well to have a look at your toxic habits that are keeping you back from achieving so your goals, and that are obstacling so your productivity. For example, make a list, yes, with all your toxic habits that are blocking your productivity. And so I highly recommend to do this. Why? Because when you are used to do every single day the same things, you don't pay attention at these things. And when you write it down on a paper, then you will get a wake-up call. So then you say, oh, aha, it's like an aha moment to me. Yeah? And then you realize the fact that things that you don't pay attention, they called blocking your success as well, unconsciously. And I have got this confirmation many times during coaching sessions as well, so with my coachee. And it's a tip as well, so to be always productive. And if you will learn to eliminate your toxic habits, yes, everyone has toxic habits. Even you can get distracted very easily, and that's normal, because we are human beings. And for many of you, I know that's very hard to eliminate that. So you have to practice that. If you have written all your toxic habits on a paper, try every single day to do something different what you never did it before. Yeah, I'm gonna repeat it again. When you write down on the paper your toxic habits, try to do something different every single day what you before didn't. It will increase enormously your behavior. It will eliminate your toxic habits, and it will improve your productivity. And at the same time, so you are shifting up your mindset, because so you take action, automatically your mindset will change, because it will be very usual to you. So you will generate a kind of habit that it will be normal, like all the things that you are doing every single day. Like, for example, that just imagine, how do you start your day? You wake up, and what is the first thing that you are doing? For example, I'm always checking my email box to see if I have some important emails from my clients, or some questions, or I'm checking as well so the messenger, because so many people, so they are sending me hundreds of messages through Facebook Messenger, and that's the way how I'm keeping in touch so with people from all over the world. But when you will master this skill, just what just you have to prioritize the things that you want to start your day. That's why I'm telling you how I start my day. Yeah, only if I open my eyes early in the morning, then I start to check this all. First of all, that's what I'm doing. I even don't have breakfast, but first of all I'm checking my email box and the messenger to see if I have invitations, what are my appointments for all the day, and how I can divide all my day in sections, and to prioritize the things, yeah, that are more important to me to realize. I have mastered as well one very beautiful habit within me, and that's if sometimes can happen that you don't have enough time during one day to accomplish what you have planned out. This kind of things can happen as well. But then I get a feeling that like I'm procrastinating, but that's not the case. But it's that kind of feeling that I get. Do you get as well this kind of feeling? Share with me, please, below in the comments if you have this too. So I'm very curious about your experience. And when I get this kind of feeling, what I'm doing, it's crazy. So, but in a beautiful way. Why? Because if I get this kind of feeling, just I catch my phone or my tablet or my PC, and then I'm gonna accomplish the work that I have to do for that day. And this is a very, very beautiful habit, you know. If you will be able to create the same habit for yourself, it's amazing. So it's excellent, and that's what I have done during the years, because before it was very hard to me to master this habit. Why? Because people who knows me, I have a background as a dancer. Yeah, I have been dancing in all the Netherlands, Belgium, and Italy and France. And so I had as well my agenda, but it was not like in this case during the coaching, because I must working mostly at the evening or during the night, because I was giving shows, yeah. And all the day I was free, so it means that I had time to enjoy my life to the fullest, just to go out for shopping or to go to a holiday when I wanted and how long I wanted. So at that time I didn't realize that this is a luxurious life. It was very normal to me, yeah. But because of this, it has created within me a kind of behavior of freedom to can decide what I want and when I want, how to use my time or how to manage my time. And when I must switch from the artistic world to the business world, it was very, very hard. It was incredibly hard to prioritize the things. And what has helped me, that was my study, the communication science, which I did here in the Netherlands. And so this study has helped me as well to increase my productivity. So, and I remember that for about 2 years I was struggling, yes, to master these habits within me. It was like a kind of of faithing towards myself, towards my feeling, to, because I was used to go to holiday when I wanted, and how long I wanted, because I had the possibility, yeah. And now I still have this possibility, but because of the appointments, interviews, because of the coaching sessions, I have to show up when it's planned out on that specific time and on that specific day, for example, yeah. And that's the way how I have increased my productivity, how I create my leadership skills and consistency. Sometimes I wish, yes, to get the freedom. I'm a person who truly loves the freedom in all senses, like that, to go to holiday when I want and how long I want. I truly love traveling, but this, I mastered this skill that it doesn't matter if I'm on holiday, I always have my laptop by my side. And so even if I'm on holiday, I take always in account that I have to be productive, yeah, and that I have to be accountable, and that I have to take responsibility for my stand. Because so if you want to keep your productivity on a high level, you have to be accountable, yes, and to be results oriented. If you truly want to get a result, then you have to master all these skills that I named during my speech. If you have questions, or if you want to be interviewed, let me know, please, and then we will organize an online interview. Why I'm interviewing people? Because this is a way to build up my network, and because I have created a global live forum, then I meet people from all over the world, and I learn extremely a lot from another people. You know, even if you don't notice that at that moment when you are interviewing people, but the information that you get for free, it's like a gold mine. And that's what you have to realize, that it's very, very important to get in touch with another people, to connect with another people. Because, you know, I have posted something in my group where I said that the people are like books. So there is people that they are like truly a gold mine because of their life experience, their knowledge, and their creativity and productivity. And that's the way how you can learn as well to be productive and to learn a lot from another people. So I want to thank you for your attention and for your time this evening. And so I will see you soon. My mom distracted me a lot. She invited me to have dinner. Thank you so much. Take care and during this pandemic time, because so it's very hard. I see you soon. Bye bye.